everyone, this is Sandy. Welcome to Easy Cooking. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make another Mexican dish. I'm going to be showing you how to make fried gorditas. These are very different from flour gorditas and they are also slightly different from corn gorditas. So hopefully you will like them. These are my favorite, so I really recommend them to you. The preparation time is going to be about 10 to 15 minutes and then we have to fry each gordita for about 2 minutes. So I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get started. For this recipe we need 2.5 cups of maseca or corn flour, 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, vegetable oil for frying, and about 1.5 cups of water. Let's get started. In a large bowl, combine the corn flour with the all-purpose flour, the baking powder, and the salt. Mix well until combined, and then we're going to add in the water. We will start by adding 1 cup of water. Stir well until the flour has absorbed all the liquid. And now we're going to add in another 1/2 cup of water. And we're going to knead the dough with our hands. It's important that you use your hands to knead the dough so you can feel the consistency of the dough. You want it to be soft and kind of humid, but without being extremely wet or sticky. If you feel that your dough is too dry, feel free to add more water. I'm going to be adding 2 more tablespoons of water, and then I think that will be enough. If your dough is too wet, feel free to add more corn flour if necessary. Once the dough is ready, we will start making the gorditas. First, we're going to make small balls with the dough. So grab about 2 or 2.5 tablespoons of the dough and roll it with your hands into a ball. In this cup, I have a little bit of water, and I'm going to be dipping my fingers right in the water before rolling the dough into small balls, just to keep the dough nice and moist while I roll it with my hands. And we will just keep on making the small balls with the dough until we're done. This amount of dough will be enough to make 12 gorditas. So once you're done, now we're going to roll out or press down the balls to make the gorditas. We're going to roll them out or flatten them up until you get a thickness of 1/8 of an inch. You want them to be slightly thicker than a tortilla, not too thick at all, because if they are too thick, they won't puff up when you fry them. Fried gorditas are supposed to puff up or inflate when you cook them, so they are really airy and flaky and delicious. So if you make them too thick, they won't inflate and they will absorb a lot of oil. And you can still eat them, but they will absorb more oil. They will still be good, but not as good as when they puff up. So you're going to roll them out to 1/8 of an inch thickness. And you can roll them out with a rolling pin, or you can flatten them up with a tortilla presser. So just continue to repeat this step until you're done. And remember, you want them to be 1/8 of an inch thickness. They are slightly thicker than a tortilla and thinner than a regular gordita. Once you have all the gorditas done, now we're going to fry them. Make sure the oil is hot enough. If the oil is too cold, the gorditas will absorb too much oil. And if it's too hot, the gordita will get toasty instead of fluffy. So I preheated my oil to a temperature of 325 degrees Fahrenheit. And now I'm going to fry my gorditas. These are really fast. They will cook in about 40 to 45 seconds on each side. And like I said, fried gorditas will puff when you're frying them. That's what makes them so delicious. They will be so airy and light and flaky. And even though they are fried, they won't be too heavy or too oily at all. If the gordita doesn't puff up, it means the gordita is too thick. It will still be good and delicious, so you can still eat it. It only needs a little more time to cook and it won't be as flaky or light as a puff of gordita, but you can still eat it and enjoy it. So like I said, these cook really fast in about 40 to 45 seconds on each side. So once they are done, remove them from the oil, place them on paper towels to dry the excess oil, and then let them cool a little bit. You don't want them to cool down completely. So just let them rest for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then grab a knife, and now we're going to slice them open. You want them to look kind of like a pocket because we're going to fill them up with delicious food. And that's about it. Just keep on frying the gorditas, then slice them open. You just want to make a small opening to fill them up with whatever you want to put in them. You can fill your gorditas with whatever filling you like. I have some leftovers, so I'm going to be using those. These two are for me. I'm stuffing them with refried beans and pork in poblano sauce. And the second one is beans with ground meat in guajillo sauce. And these two are for my husband. I'm also using the ground meat in guajillo sauce and the other one with chicken tinga. I'm going to be leaving the links to those recipes down below. If you want, you can check them out. And I'm serving my gorditas with a very simple salad. It has romaine lettuce, tomatoes, red onions, and queso fresco. Don't forget to serve them with your favorite salsa, and that's it. Enjoy! To put in these and some other delicious recipes, please don't forget to visit my blog. The link is going to be down below. And remember, you will also find me on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Pinterest. I'm everywhere, so all the links are going to be down below. If you want, you can check them out. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be notified of future updates. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!